Hi, my future family. I'm just fully leaving. I'm gonna create, I'm gonna love, I'm gonna explore, I'm gonna experiment, I'm gonna experience. Doing it for us. You can go right there, that's everything I own is right here. And my coats. I love you. From one plane to another. They said, Kate? Oh, 15 minutes. All right. Hello. I'm in Norway. It's so beautiful. It's really just me walking solo dolo down this road right now in the snow and all the naked trees. It's perfect, honestly. Oh gosh, I love this life. Just me in the snow. Good morning. This life is so wonderful. I've got so much to tell you, but I'm enjoying it. And I hope you're enjoying it too. So I look like a As I stand here and watch the sunset, I could feel everything melting away. The internal voices, the masks, the characters. Everything just melts away. I'll let you enjoy the view too. Oh. Everything is so gorgeous. It's been pretty cloudy here, so it's nice to get a good sunset. I'll zoom it in a little bit. And there's some pink over here. Yummy. Hi. Oh, when was the last time I haven't done this in so long. I've been little Florida girl, you know? No, I don't want to go home. No, I don't like this. No, get it away from me. 18 years was enough. Blah, 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 blah. And here I am. This is so good. I love it. All the hydration I need. Hey guys, how are you? So, I hope this can hear me. Hello. Check in today. Great training, great stuff. I think I was in my head a little more than I needed to be. But it's alright. Just blah, blah, blah. You know, I think it's funny when I'm in my head and I hear the voice, right? And then I try to fight it with another voice, which if they're not mine, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, alright? But I'm so good, I'm sorry. When you give up, oh, it's magic. Like I was walking, I was kind of stomping, like, oh. I'm like, get the fuck out of your head. And then I just stood and I looked at the Winter Wonderland. In my mind still, I don't know what it was saying, but there was some narrator. And then I just said, give up. I give up. Silence, calm, beauty, nature, happiness, joy, love, peace, presence. It's so letting go. All you gotta do, right? And now, old me would say, oh, now I let go, now it's calm. I wish I did that 30 minutes ago when I was training, maybe blah, 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 blah. New Kate, calm, fresh Kate, right, says, thank you. Thank you for I am now in the present moment. And you know, every time you wake up back to the present moment, when you let go of those thoughts or whatever it is, to jump into gratitude. Be like, all right, now moving forward. You know, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, this journey I'm on, gonna be epic. I decided. You know, it just is. There's no way it can't be, right? I mean, I literally started fresh. I can't remember how much I've said in past videos, but donated everything I own besides a little carry-on suitcase and a little bag. And I think I told you that the suitcase, I did get it. It was delayed because it didn't make my flight because I had short connections, which I almost didn't. Which one of them was so magical. I was at an airport, connecting flight, and I was, you know, I got off the plane. I had a great conversation on the plane, and I got off the plane, and I'm like, all right, cool, just taking it in like I do, you know, go with the flow. And, you know, I walk for a little bit, and I go to find a monitor because my thing doesn't say what gate. And then I look, and it says, all right, a totally different gate. Okay, boarding now. Other gate on the opposite side. I asked someone, I'm like, how do I get here? He's like, go over there, make a right, take the tram. I'm like, awesome, thank you. I go over there to the right, take the tram. Very last stop. I asked someone on there, I'm like, hey, how long does this take? And when you get off, does it take long to get to? Nah, you should be fine. I'm also boarding right now. I'm like, okay, at least we're in this together, right? So, get on, take the tram. Is it rude to talk with your mouth full when it's just ice? Hey, nothing's rude. It's all about your perception, right? I mean, it might be nasty, but I'm not intentionally trying to harm anybody. What are manners? Okay, sorry. Off topic. It'd be nice to have some flavoring, but something natural, you know, like I've been drinking a lot of orange juice today. Vitamin C, you know, it's good. Oh, I love this winter wonderland. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. So I get to the gate and I'm kind of running, but the bag, because my bag slides so nicely onto my little suitcase, and so because they took my suitcase because there were too many carry-on luggage, so they checked it and said you'll see it in your final destination. I'm like, all right, cool, nice that I don't have to go to baggage claim in between. Nice that I don't have to, even though I always like that part. I always practice. I rehearse everything, right? When I'm outside before getting on the airplane, I'll pick, because I shove it full, right? Whenever I have a suitcase, I take the smallest I can and just shove it full. I have very great packing abilities, right? And so I always do a little dress rehearsal outside. I pick it up and boom, all right, and I do it again. I'm like, okay, just to give myself the confidence, because when you're in there and when you're in that little aisle, and then you go and there's all the people, and I'm like, I don't want to bonk anyone in the head, I just got to make sure that, all right, yep, I got it. Like, I know I can, but I just do a rehearsal to make myself feel better. Okay, so I get to the gate, and I'm kind of running, but slower, because the bag is on me and it's so heavy, which should be on the, and then I get to the gate, and I'm running, and then I see my gate. I'm like, all right, cool. Nobody. They're already all in there, and there's about 5 employees standing there. And I'm like, hi. They're like, are you Kate? I'm like, yeah. They're like, awesome. I'm like, yay. I wasn't late. I got there just on time. And it was so magical. They're like, Kate, we've been waiting for you. I'm like, stop it, Beautiful little moment. Hydrating. Let's read. All right, other check-ins. I'm feeling more like myself now, This is good. When you get into a new place, which, all right. Journey of self-mastery, right? Being able to be my true, authentic self in any setting. Truly. Because that was never me in every setting. Oh no. I was the shy girl. And because I've gone through all the different ways of thinking and not all the different, but many different ways of thinking and processing and healing and all of the things. So I could go back and say, oh yeah, that's because I was shut down as a child, and so I learned to be quiet to protect myself, right? So yeah, I'm sure that's true, whatever, but bringing it all back in and moving forward, right? So, okay, just doing it, just being it, taking a deep breath. Every room, before I enter and exit, just take a deep breath, come back to me. Shake it out, dance a little bit, jump in the snow, Whatever you have to do. I made a snow angel today. Do you think it would hurt if I just kerplunked? Maybe if I go, I think it might. But snow angel. Oh, I'm a little sore. My knees, I'm only in sweatpants, so my knees are about to get wet, but they're so bruised right now. Oh, because of okay. In a totally normal way. Oh. Maybe I'll cut that out. So, All right, so I really am able to hear when I shift awareness or become aware, right? And then I'm walking around or moving or doing whatever. And when I become aware that I'm paying attention to my thoughts and not to my experience, right? The energy body. When I become aware that I'm paying attention to my thoughts, and then I hear them, but I kind of step outside of them and look around, I see how paying attention to my thoughts is taking away from my experience. And awareness is the first step, right? And then connecting to my body. I find it helpful sometimes too to think about a specific body part, you know, like, okay, my right big toe. And when I think about that spot, and you know, I could wiggle it or just put my mind there and not move it. Quiet up here. It's wonderful. I find any little thing that can snap me out of the thought into the present moment, it's great. Now, you know, you could cold plunge, cold shower, jumping jacks, slap yourself in the face, you know, whatever. You could do big things, you could do small things, but tiny, minuscule details, right? Like, okay, my big toe. Or slow motion. I've talked about slow motion or speedy fast, right? Like, doing something super silly. Oh, have you looked upside down today? Let's do it together. Ready? And and it's so refreshing and so silly. Oh, don't forget to squeeze your butt to protect your lower back. Cool. There's a little, you can't really see the colors. Let's see if you can. Yeah, the phone isn't picking up the colors, but there's like a tiny pink and purpleness, little sunset action. I just made a cute little snow fort for my phone. But yeah, that's my check-in for the day. It was a little more storytelling. I've got a lot of things that I've written down that I can come to you with. A little deeper, you know. I think in this moment I just need to laugh. Ha 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 ha. So maybe I'll come back out here and do another one. One thing I wrote that I liked that I'll share is, I wrote this down. I said, to please others is no longer an excuse. Because I found myself saying a lot, right? I can't live like this anymore. I'm just living to please others. I'm living by these standards and I'm doing this in order to please others. And I kind of kept saying that. And then I had this realization. I'm like, whoa. Sister, let's take it back. Let's take it back to me, okay? If I am living by a certain belief and I'm saying, oh, I'm living by this belief because that person gave it to me. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who domesticated me and how, right? If I am acting based on that belief, if I am acting as I step one foot in front of the other, if how I'm acting is affected by this belief, that doesn't mean it's their belief that I'm trying to please them with. That means it's my belief. Totally, utterly my belief. Because if I am acting based on that belief, I own it. I own that belief. And so had that realization, which I'm very grateful for, because then I can become aware and also take my power back, right? Become aware that, okay, I am accepting that I have fully adopted that belief. Because if I am acting in this way, or thinking, or limiting myself in this way, I own that. I own that belief, I own that limit, okay? And then once I totally bring that into myself and I accept that this is how I've been living and that this belief is limiting me and I don't need it, it is not necessary, right? It's doing more harm than good. Then once I accept it as mine, I can let it go, right? I can't right off the top of my head think about anything specific. Next time I'll come on and get a little more into that, but I just wanted to share that because I was very grateful for that, right? Like, oh, yeah, I don't know right now. My hands are getting real cold, but yes, but thank you. Thanks for checking in with me. I love you. Just so pretty. Winter Wonderland. It really doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to travel. You don't have to pick up everything and leave in order to come to a new place in your mind, right? Because even though I'm here, nothing, nobody, no place, like none of that is the same as it was, right? And I still find myself like in thought pattern or acting in ways as I did before, right? Because anything outside of you doesn't change you, it's all within, right? Yeah. Which is wonderful because that really, yeah. It's wonderful and it's tricky because I'll take me, okay? I have somewhat been in the victim mentality, right? Of people, places, and things having an effect on me. But it really doesn't. I know that I needed to come here and I needed to drop everything and come here because the way the universe, like, hey, if I leave this, she gets a job, you got a new fresh face, awesome. If I leave this person wanted to teach there, all right, cool. If I leave this place, they wanted a male teacher anyway and he's here. Like, the way that I just pulled out of everything and everyone just came into place so perfectly, it was crazy, it was wild. And then I'm at my favorite restaurant, okay, with a friend, and there's an appetizer that she always gets called the Kate. We're at this restaurant, we sit down, I go to the bathroom, I come back, she's like, it's gone. I said, what? She said, look at the menu. I look at the appetizers and I don't see it. I said, the Kate? She said, yes. I'm like, talk about a sign from the universe. My name is Kate, if I haven't said that yet. Talk about a sign from the universe, my favorite restaurant. It's literally 1 or 2 days before I leave that we're sitting here, and the appetizer called the Kate is off the menu. Talk about a sign. Kate, go. It's not your time here anymore. You need to get up and go. Crazy stuff. All right, well, it's a long video. Thanks for watching. I love you. If you stayed till the end, comment something about snow. Like, I like to eat snow, or snow is my favorite food, or stay hydrated, eat snow, or the snow emoji, or Olaf, or Kate, it's rude to eat snow with a rifle. Blah, blah. I don't know. Alright, snow overload. Don't worry, it's fresh. It's fresh. And Let's take a deep breath together. Ready? And much love. Mwah.